Okay, so that's it. It's apparently impossible for the market to correct. Once again, we see a complete frustration of an attempted correction, and we see the SPY, QQQ obeying our support levels with incredible precision. Of course, we know very well that nothing is impossible in the market, and as retail traders, it is foolish to underestimate market movements. So, let's take a cautious look at what's going on right now and see what we can do from here. It is a complicated situation, but there is nothing that a good reading combined with a good strategy can't help. My name is Nathan. Welcome to the Finance Hydra channel. Welcome to another daily analysis video. And we see the SPY ETF making an insane reaction today. Yesterday, I told you guys, we see a bearish reaction. It is a quite ugly bearish reaction. It is, in fact, a top signal. So, if we see the SPY tomorrow closing below today's low, SPY is going to trigger a top signal. Well, although we lost yesterday's low briefly, today morning, during this morning over here, right, we saw an insane recovery. And not coincidentally, we saw this recovery just after approaching our support level at 617, which I have been warning you guys here in this channel for many days, because this key point is a critical support level for the SPY medium term wise. Short term wise, we saw the SPY losing all of its main support levels, like the 21-hour EMA, like this purple trend line, like the 622. However, we failed in breaking the 617, which is the most important support level on the daily chart, because by losing this key point, there is the impression of a triple top chart pattern on the SPY, and then we may see a sharper correction ahead. However, we are not correcting. We failed in making a top signal on the daily chart. So, although we saw a bearish reaction yesterday, we saw a brief collapse this morning over here, SPY is still maintaining the medium-term uptrend period. Nathan, what SPY needs to do in order to convince you that we are gonna see a reversal of this medium-term uptrend? A reversal will only occur if we see the SPY losing the 21-day EMA along with the 613, the previous top level, now possible future support level. So, only by losing this double support level on the daily chart, I would see SPY triggering a sharper correction. Are we still above this double support level? If the answer is yes, well, then there is no technical evidence confirming a bearish reversal on the SPY yet. If we see SPY losing it, okay, then we may see a reversal, but not right now as of today. Today, we are going up 0.33%, which is not much. However, look at the size. Look at the size of today's shadow over here below the candle's body. It is insane, okay? It is a sign of bullish strength. So, by reacting above our support levels, SPY is just, again, maintaining the bullish bias. Period. Now, we see the QQQ also maintaining the bullish bias, still above the 21-day EMA, above the 549, above the 540s over here. So, we are still above many medium-term support levels on the daily chart. Short-term wise, I told you guys yesterday, guys, we see the QQQ still making higher highs, higher lows, trading above the 21-hour EMA, trading above this purple trend line, and guess what? This purple trend line did act as a support level again today, right? So what a coincidence, right? What a coincidence. That's how technical analysis is perfect, all right? Of course, it is not the perfect tool to understand the future, okay, to predict the future, because guys, there is no such tool. Okay, fundamental analysis, tape reading, quantum trading, guys, nothing can help you predicting the future, but we can understand the market's main inflection points and design good, intelligent strategies based on these key points, having an edge on the market, knowing what we are doing, and of course, by managing risk properly, because that's the most important thing of all. I can't stress enough, between technical analysis and risk management, which one is more important? Risk management, okay? It is more important than TA, than FA, than any other known tool in this market, okay? So in order to design good strategies, we gotta understand how to manage risk properly, all right? And regarding that, technical analysis is just perfect for designing smart strategies using the key inflection points to manage risk properly. Now, we see this key point as a major support level for the QQQ. By staying above the support level, we are maintaining the uptrend on the 1 hour chart, closing above the 21-hour EMA. Yes, we did. We briefly lost this 21-day EMA, however, we are recovering again, closing above it, making another bullish reaction on the daily chart. So, what's more, we also failed in triggering yesterday's bearish reaction. So yes, we are maintaining the short and the medium-term uptrend intact, all right? Now, only if we see the QQQ losing these support levels, I see a sharper correction on the daily chart. As long as we stay above these key points, no pullback is going to materialize, period. Okay? Now, if you ask me, I prefer to see pullback, because a pullback on the SPY, on the QQQ, could make many other opportunities in other stocks, like Nvidia, for instance. Nvidia is far away from support levels. As an investor over here, I am extremely happy. As a swing trader, I would prefer to see Nvidia making a pullback to the 21-day EMA before buying it, okay? And because always buy near support levels when the risk-reward ratio is attractive, all right? I always tell you guys this on nearly every single video we have here on this channel. Guys, please buy near support levels. If you are well aware of this, maybe this may sound obvious to you, but it is not to many people, okay? I still see people buying far away from support levels, near top levels, okay? So when you see, of course, I'm not judging anyone over here, okay? If you want to buy Nvidia right here, right now, okay, go for it. If you have a strategy, if you know where your stop loss is, where your target is, okay, go for it. I am no one to judge you, all right? However, if you see pullback in your face, right here in your face, you can't complain, okay? You simply can't complain, all right? But all that I know is that Nvidia is maintaining the bullish bias on the 1 hour chart as well. See, we have a sequence of higher highs, higher lows. Right now, what we see over here is a congestion, okay? A short-term consolidation. If we see Nvidia losing this red line around 169 along with the 21-hour EMA, only then we will see a technical short-term reversal on the 1 hour chart, short-term wise, triggering a decent pullback on the daily chart, okay? Possibly to the 21-day EMA. Today, again, right, we are still above this support line over here. In fact, this support line was our support level today. Again, right? So clearly, this is the most important inflection point on Nvidia. Only by losing it, we will see a decent pullback to the 21-day EMA again, medium-term wise on the daily chart. As long as we don't see that, bull trend, unstoppable uptrend, unstoppable until it isn't, until we see Nvidia losing our support levels. Now, Tesla looks phenomenal, okay? Looks just phenomenal. When we analyze the 1-hour chart, we see a gigantic, another bullish pivot point, right? We see a bullish pivot point over here and another one over here. This one is on the verge of being triggered because we failed in breaking the 322. However, I do understand that yes, today's reaction on the daily chart was quite strong, was quite solid. In my humble opinion, according to my trading philosophy, I would not buy Tesla because we are only 7 days away from earnings. Okay, so I do not like to buy stocks near earnings report because, well, stocks get crazy after earnings, all right? We can't possibly tell how they are going to behave. The volatility is going to be too high, so I prefer to avoid stocks during earnings report for swing trading purposes, okay? If you are a long-term investor, okay, fine, you can hold. But for swing trading, I do not like to bet on earnings because it is always a bet to me, all right? According to my style, of course. Now, we saw a very nice support level over here near the 291, and our next technical resistance level is near the 335, okay? We have another one around 357. Either way, these are the most important key points for us to watch, because if we see Tesla exploding very high next week, we have a very strong ceiling over here near this resistance area. Conversely, if we see Tesla going down, the support level is here around 291, okay, near this area over here, which has been working as a very nice support level for Tesla over here and over here again. It was a previous resistance level over here and resistance level over here again. So yes, this key point is critical for Tesla. Any pullback to this area after earnings, could be another buying opportunity. Okay, of course, we can't tell. And of course, looking in retrospect, it is always easy to identify the most important inflection points, right? The big challenge, the greatest challenge is always to trade looking at here, right now in the present. And of course, if you want to trade with me and learn to trade using strategies and risk management in a professional way, just join our community of traders at the 5% Project. There, you will receive exclusive signals and strategies, smart strategies, to help you to maximize profits while mitigating losses. We are very, very competent at helping traders to become consistently profitable in the market. We have been in the business for over 2 years now, and we have hundreds of traders making money every single day in our community. If you have any questions, if you have any doubt, know that it's free to try. You pay nothing to join us to know how we work, because we only charge when we can deliver something very valuable to our students. The link to my website is in this video's description, right here below in the description. Take a look over there, see if you like what I have to offer. Now, back to our analysis. Yes, it is a very challenging moment for Tesla, for Nvidia as well. They are both far away from our support levels, right? I mean, Nvidia is far away from support levels. Tesla is reacting right here, right now, near the 21-day EMA, but we can't possibly tell what's going to happen next. Okay, it is always extremely challenging, but we can handle it. We can handle it. Okay, we simply, as long as you use a very nice, solid strategy, we can always handle the situation. Okay, so yeah, right here, right now, they are performing very well. Honestly, I see dozens of stocks looking way better than Nvidia, than Tesla right now, but they are, either way, they are both on my radar. All right, now we see AMD. This one looks very optimistic. Finally, we are closing this gap around 158.94. 95, I'm so sorry, 94, okay? We finally closed this gap over here. Guys, English is not my first language, okay? I only started this channel to practice my English, all right? So, and somehow now I have more than 20,000 subscribers. So, well, maybe you guys can understand me, right? So consider subscribing, okay? If you're still not a subscriber, consider subscribing. Click the like button to support this channel as well, all right? Your like means a lot. Your like means that my English is improving. So click the like button and subscribe to keep in touch with my future analysis, okay? Because I'm here every single day, keeping you guys updated on many stocks, right? Analyzing the market every single day. So yeah, subscribe and click the like button to support this channel. So, okay, we closed this gap over here, right? Fantastic. Now, do we see any bearish reaction, any top signal? No, we are still performing very well. We are still doing fine. In fact, today's reaction is impressive. We are going up 2.87% today. Although, in spite of the possibility of a top signal over here, okay? Now, we are once again rejecting any bearish thesis, any bearish case, any possible top signal. There is not a single technical evidence suggesting a loss of momentum or a possible pullback on AMD. So, okay, so far so good. We are still performing very well. If we close below today's low tomorrow or in the next few days, then all right. Then we may see a possible top signal over here and then a pullback to the 21-day EMA. But this is not happening right now. So we are still bullish, period. There is nothing more to tell, okay? Just very bullish. Now, we see Palantir going up today as well, right? Going up very nicely, and the battery of my smartwatch is over. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Now, Palantir broke the previous top level over here. Now we are making a new all-time high. Just like AMD, we saw a possible top signal yesterday, but this top signal wasn't triggered. Today, we are going up again. So there is not a single technical evidence reinforcing the idea of a possible pullback on Palantir. Okay, if we close below the 148, all right, we may see a pullback. However, we are still above it. So no pullback ahead, all right? And guys, right now, as far as I know, we see the market performing very well. We see many stocks going up. When we take a look at let me see if I can find the heat map over here, right? Let me take a look. Where is the heat map here? Heat map for stocks, all right? When we analyze this heat map this week, we see many stocks going down. However, the big ones, Nvidia, Google, Broadcom, right, Apple, Microsoft, they are all going up. So it feels like few stocks are making this market perform very well. Few stocks are making the SPY, the QQQ, at least avoid from correcting. Okay, so that's why we should be very careful, very cautious. I still see many opportunities over here, but right now, the big ones like Nvidia, like AMD, like Palantir, they are still far away from their support levels, so I do not see any meaningful, incredible opportunity, but a few stocks like Apple, for instance. Apple making a pullback to the 21-day EMA. That's the kind of thing I like, okay? We are bullish. We are maintaining the bullish bias. We see a support area near the 200s over here, right? Near the 21-day EMA as well. So we see a pivot point. Now, another possible pivot point and a pullback over here, all right? So as far as I know, Apple could be a very nice stock to buy if we see any bottom signal near this support level. Okay, I prefer to buy near support levels because again, the risk reward ratio is very good, and Apple is one of the stocks that are on my radar. Okay, I have many stocks on my radar, and Apple is one of them. I'm just waiting for a clear, interesting bottom signal in order to buy Apple. Of course, we gotta be aware because it is going to report earnings in 15 days. So, guys, Apple is on my personal watch list over here, but we gotta see a better, clear bullish reaction above our support level. Okay, now it is looking promising. Okay, it is looking promising, but we gotta see more technical evidence supporting a bullish case. And you guys always ask me about SoFi. Guys, SoFi is so insanely bullish that there is nothing to tell. Okay, we are just going up. Since we triggered this ascending triangle upwards, we saw an insane rally over here from $12 to the $22 over here, and there is not a single top signal, there is not a single bearish reaction. If we see SoFi correcting, let's say you have SoFi, right? Nathan, I have SoFi. What's the strategy for it? Well, if we see SoFi reversing the short-term trend by losing this support area near the $20.74, closing below this area over here, then okay, then we may see pullback to the 21-day MA, which is near the $18 again. Of course, $18 represents a $2 drop, which is roughly a 10% drop on SoFi, so that's very annoying. If you don't wanna give up, if you don't wanna return your current gains to the market, well, pay attention to the $20.74. That's the strategy I'm giving you guys right here in this channel. So remember, subscribe, click the like button, and join the Finance Hydra Channels project, the 5% project, because only there you will keep in touch with our personal trades, all right? You have access to our exclusive trading signals and strategies that have been guys, our signals have been performing very well, okay, very well. We have been in this business for years right now, all right? So we can help you to trade professionally. Take a look over there. The link is in this video's description. Thank you so much for your audience, my dear friends. Stay safe. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.